Hello everyone, it is I, Ludicolo. I've been into Pokemon for the last 16 years of my life. No matter what it was, I would always be interested in anything Pokemon related. I got invested in the games, the first season of the anime, the Pokemon plushies, and even the trading card game. All of these are what helped me stick with Pokemon over the last 16 years of my life. And to this day, I still enjoy this series. But my love for Pokemon wouldn't have happened if it weren't for one game, and that was the first ever Pokemon game I played. When I was 4 years old, my family had a Nintendo 64, and they would allow me to play whenever I wanted to. We didn't own a lot of Nintendo 64 games, but one game that I played a lot growing up was Pokémon Stadium. This was my first ever Pokemon game right here. It may sound odd, but my family never owned any of the Game Boy Color or Advanced Pokemon games that came out at the time, like Gold and Silver and Ruby Sapphire. Since this was my first ever Pokemon game, I didn't know a single thing about Pokemon or what this game was about. I guess I should start off with what this Pokemon game is even about in the first place. Pokemon Stadium is a Pokemon game that allows the players to transfer their Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow teams to a 3D Pokemon game and perform all kinds of battles. The way this was handled was with the transfer pack. All the players had to do was purchase a transfer pack, connect it with their N64 controllers on the back, and insert the red, blue, and yellow cartridge to the transfer pack. After that, they turned on Stadium and their teams would be ready once they wanted to battle. When I was 4 playing this game, I didn't even know the transfer pack existed because my family didn't have one, nor did I use the internet back then to know about this. It took me 5 years later to learn about this transfer pack. So what was there for the players like me who didn't have a transfer pack to do with this game? Simple. In every battle mode in this game, there are rental Pokemon available to every player to use if they don't have their own transfer pack team. These rental Pokemon have awful stats compared to your opponents, especially around 2, which I will get to in a bit. I did a bit of calculations on these Pokemon, and they usually have DV stats of 14 to 15 with no EVs or effort values, so I should give you an idea of how weak they are. Also, most of these battle modes tend to give you almost all 151 rental Pokemon, with Mewtwo being unattainable as a rental, and Mew only available around 2 Prime Cup. Now you might be thinking, oh, just pick the stronger Pokemon like Alakazam and Tauros, easy. But these stronger Pokemon also tend to have bad moves. For example, let's take a look at this rental Tauros here. Since Tauros is one of the best Pokemon in Generation 1, after all. This Tauros from Gym Leader Castle mode has the moves Strength, Bide, Fire Blast, and Tail Whip. Compared to a typical competitive Tauros, this Tauros moveset is very bad. Fire Blast is actually good on Tauros with base 70 special in this generation, but Strength is an inferior normal type move to have on Tauros than the superior Body Slam, which has 5 more power than Strength and a 30% chance to paralyze your opponent's non-normal types. A good Tauros would run that along with Hyper Beam, Earthquake, and either Blizzard or Fire Blast. Let's take a look at the other good example, Alakazam, who is even worse than Tauros. Reflect is nice, but Confusion as its only psychic move is really bad, along with Dig and Kinesis often not being useful at all. Now if we look at Retrocadabra, this is a much better moveset. Psybeam is still not as good as Psychic, but Thunder Wave, Recover, and Seismic Toss are excellent moves to have. And if we look at Abra, of course has Psychic, along with Reflect, Seismic Toss, and Toxic being solid moves for it too. Of these 3, Kadabra is easily the best with better stats than Abra, and better moves than Alakazam. What this family teaches us is that fully evolved Pokemon with stronger stats tend to have worse moves compared to the pre-evolutions with weaker stats. This is all for balance purposes so you don't just overpower your way through this game with the strongest rental Pokemon. That being said, most of these rental Pokemon, despite not EV trained, are barely good enough to make this game beatable with just rentals. Going back to what I said earlier about not knowing anything about Pokemon, I really didn't know anything about battling in Pokemon. I would just use whatever I thought looked cool, like Onix because of how huge it was, Voltorb and Electro because they were based off those Pokeballs we threw every time we would send our Pokemon out, Lickitung because of how it moves its tongue directly to the camera, and Execute because there were 6 of them instead of just one normal Pokemon. It took me many years later to start learning about the matchups and the stats of these Pokemon. The question now is, why did I keep playing this game if I knew I wasn't good at it? That's a simple solution. This was the first Pokemon 3D battling game, and for a 3D Pokemon game, it was extremely appealing to me. The designs of these Pokemon, the way they moved, the animations of these moves, the music, the presentation, and especially the announcer. The announcer always hyped me up in every battle I played, despite not knowing what he said at age 4. The minigames were also another highlight that made me keep playing Stadium, and if you're curious, my favorite is Ekans Hoop Pearl. This game had so much effort put in, and all I thought even at that age was that I wanted to beat this game. Sadly, I never got to make much progress on this game growing up because of how bad I was at it, but that only made me more determined to beat it. At one point, however, my cousins and uncle kept the Nintendo 64 I was playing on for a few years, so I couldn't get a chance to play it anymore. Then when I was 15, my uncle gave me the same Nintendo 64 for Christmas, along with Pokémon Stadium and some other games. At the time, I finally learned how to actually play Pokémon and watched some speedruns to know how to beat this game. While watching some speedruns, I quickly learned how difficult this game is just with rentals. Beating this game with just rentals requires an insane amount of luck. You will be using a lot of Pokemon that have inaccurate moves like Sleep Powder, Hypnosis, Fire Blast, and especially Sunder. Since this is also Generation 1, critical hits are based on the base speed of the Pokemon. So for example, Electrode has the highest base speed in the game at 140, therefore it has the highest crit rate in the game, while Slowpoke has the lowest crit rate at base 15 speed. The faster the Pokemon is, the more likely they are to get critical hits basically, and this makes the game even more difficult. While you are likely to get crits with fast Pokemon like Starmie and Jolteon, regardless of the stats, your opponent's Pokemon also have those same crit rates, on top of stronger stats and better movesets. For example, they can have an Alakazam with Psychic, and since that move never misses, and Alakazam has a very high crit rate with base 120 speed, you can easily lose a battle for it because if it gets a crit, then you can easily lose a battle. This game also punishes you significantly if you lose a lot, which I'll go over in a bit. Despite all of this, I still remember what I said when I was 4, and I knew I had to try beating this game once I got it again. I know I could simply just invest in a transfer pack and a Gen 1 game with my own team to beat it, but I decided to take the insane route and just simply play this game with rentals. It sounds really dumb, but because that contradicts the point of this game, which is to bring your own team from your Gen 1 games, but it's how I wanted to play it. If I'm going to be using rentals only, however, I might as well use the speedrun strats, which includes the most optimal rentals for every battle. Might sound boring, but it is without a doubt the best way to beat this game with just rentals. Pokémon Stadium has both a Round 1 and Round 2. Round 1 requires you to beat Gym Leader Castle, 4 different cups, and Mewtwo after both are done. Both Castle and the cups are unlocked right out of the gate, so you can choose what you want to do first, or whatever you want in general. Round 2 requires you to beat them again, but this time your opponents have better and stronger Pokemon. When I got this game back from my uncle, I played through all of Round 1 with just rentals and no casualties. Once I unlocked Round 2, I decided to not play it until I was ready for it. That time wouldn't happen until February 2022. Months before that, I started streaming on Twitch, and after buying a capture card and an RCA to HDMI converter on Christmas 2021, I had the idea of streaming all of Pokémon Stadium Round 2 with just rentals on my Twitch channel. And so I did. This was my playthrough of Pokémon Stadium Round 2, and let's see how I did. Speaking of my Twitch channel, I would appreciate it if you followed me there. I play through a lot of variety games, and I sometimes do Pokemon randomized Nuzlocke. I'm on the road to 300 followers at the time of this video, and I really want to reach that before the end of the year. Sorry for the shameless promo there. Alright, back to the video. So what's this game still about, you're probably thinking? Well, there's no storyline like in every mainline Pokemon game, but rather it's a gauntlet of battles you have to get through in this game. Think of it like a battle facility, but for Gen 1. Almost every battle in this game requires you to have a team of 6 Pokemon, and then both you and your opponent will be choosing 3 of those 6 Pokemon to battle each other. Earlier I said there's 3 things to do in each round, so let's go over the 4 cups first. In these cups, you must fight and beat 8 trainers total to earn a trophy and clear the cup, which is 1 team throughout the whole cup. If you win a battle without losing a Pokemon, you get to continue. If you lose a battle at any point of the tournament, you either must use a continue you may have earned earlier in the tournament or restart the entire tournament. These cups also have level restrictions, along with some other restrictions like Mewtwo not being allowed in all but Prime Cup. The first cup I started off with was Pika Cup, which is unique in that any Pokemon is allowed, but they must be obtainable within levels 15 to 20, which is also the level limit for this cup. So for example, Bulbasaur and Ivysaur you can obtain within level 15 to 20 since Bulbasaur evolves to level 16, but Venusaur is impossible to legally obtain between level 15 to 20 since Ivysaur evolves to level 32. This cup also restricts your 3 selected Pokemon to a combination limit of level 50, meaning if you bring a level 20 Pokemon, your other 2 Pokemon must be level 15. My team for this cup was Raichu, Nidoking, Kadabra, Chansey, Lapras, and Starmie. Some other potential Pokemon for this cup are Exeggutor and Gengar, but I didn't use either at any point. I should also mention that with rentals in these cups, they are either the lowest or highest of the restricted levels in each cup. In this case, all rental Pokemon in Pika Cup are level 15, so if you fight a level 20 Pokemon, it'll put you in an extreme disadvantage, on top of the previously mentioned weak stats and bad movesets. Because of this, I'd say this is the hardest cup in the game, and the last 4 fights prove this statement. The first of the last 4 fights is the Hiker. He has 3 level 20 Pokemon, and it is impossible to counter all 3 with just rental Pokemon. The most you can counter is 2, and if you get the 3rd one, you are most likely going to lose. He ended my first 3 attempts when I had no idea what the best team was against him. Kadabra, Starmie, and Chansey all do badly against Raticate and its Hyper Beam, but could potentially beat Exeggutor and Gengar. On attempt 4, I finally get past him without the Hiker even picking a level 20. Mr. Fix wasn't as bad, but when he doesn't pick the usual Electro, Porygon, and Muk team, things get a bit rough. Last has 2 very strong level 20s, but Raichu takes care of both by either Thunder Waving Arcanine or using Thunder on Gyarados. It still requires some luck from Thunder hitting and fully paralysis to win. And then there's Fisher. He is considered the hardest battle in the entire game, and for good reason. His level 20 Alakazam is an instant loss because of how strong it is, as you can see in this failed attempt, and the Dragonair requires a combination of Thunder Wave Raichu and Ice Beam Lapras to beat it, along with beating his other 2 level 15 Pokemon. It requires a lot of luck to beat him, like in this attempt. Starmie loses the 1v1 against Machamp, but Raichu lands Thunder to finish it off. Dragonair comes out next. Raichu Thunder Waves while Dragonair does the usual Dragon Rage. For some reason, it always Ice Beams when Raichu's almost dead, so I use this to my advantage to go into Lapras and eat the Ice Beam. Lapras Ice Beams and Dragonair gets fully paralyzed, meaning we have a full health Lapras for the last Pokemon. Fisher never picks Golem from my experience sadly, but Kangaskhan is usually after Dragonair and Lapras can beat it, so I think I got this in the bet. It's Starmie. Oh no. So because Starmie outspeeds my Raichu, my only hope to win is to either Speed Drop with Bubble Beam and land Thunder with Raichu, or freeze Starmie with Ice Beam. Lapras survives the Thunderbolt here and actually gets the Speed Drop. Starmie also gets a low roll Thunderbolt this turn, and I get off an Ice Beam before fainting, which sadly didn't freeze. After Lapras faints, Raichu comes in and now has to land Thunder or I lose. I begin to pray harder than I've ever prayed in my life. Raichu uses Thunder, and it actually hits, winning us the trophy for Pika Cup. That was the single hardest trainer in the entire game, done within 5 attempts of the entire tournament. It took a lot of luck, but I did it, and thus, I moved on. With the hardest cup in the game done, surely the rest of the game is going to be easy, right? No. Next, there's Petit Cup, which is a tournament that mainly allows unevolved Pokemon, with some exceptions like Kangaskhan and Staryu because of height and weight. The level limit for this cup is level 25 to 30, and the combination level for the 3 selected Pokemon per battle cannot go past 80, so if you bring a level 30, you must bring 2 level 25 Pokemon. Petit Cup rentals are all level 25, meaning if you fight level 30, you will be at a pretty significant disadvantage. My team for this cup was Charmander, Sandshrew, Voltorb, Ghastly, Horsey, and Eevee. Of all the cups, this was by far the easiest since there was only 8 battles, and some of the rentals here are actually great, like Ghastly and Horsey. I even beat this cup without losing a single battle. Sure, it took some luck, mainly Ghastly and Voltorb hitting almost every Thunder they needed to, Junior Male not picking Abra, and Pokemaniac not even choosing a single level 30, but I'd say it's the easiest of the 4 cups. These next 2 cups are different in that they have 4 different difficulties: Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball, and Master Ball. You start with Pokeball, which is easy, and then after beating the tournament, you unlock Great Ball, which is harder than Pokeball. After Great Ball, you unlock Ultra Ball, harder than Great Ball, and then after Ultra Ball, you finally unlock Master Ball, which is the hardest difficulty. Because Master Ball is the highest difficulty and the trainers you fight in each difficulty are the same, we'll be focusing only on Master Ball for both cups, even if Ultra Ball gave me a bit of a hard time for both cups. Let's move on to Prime Cup, where levels 1 through 100 Pokemon are allowed. Unlike the other cups, there's no combination level limit, so you can bring 3 level 100s, and that's really what they want you to do, because even the rentals are all level 100. You are also able to use Mewtwo. There's no rental Mewtwo at any point in the game, so if you want to use one for Pika Cup, you'll have to bring your own Mewtwo. And Mew is available as a rental in round 2. Even with Psychic, this rental Mew didn't seem very good, so I didn't use it at all. Prime Cup is still very difficult. My team was Graveler, Gengar, Exeggutor, Chansey, Jolteon, and Starmie. Most of the rentals have slow and very risky moves like Solar Beam Exeggutor, Thunder Jolteon and Zapdos, Thunder and Bubble Beam Starmie, and Hypnosis Dream Eater Gengar. You can see how much luck I need to win this tournament. While most of the Prime Cup Master Ball trainers are very difficult, and I must even admit that I lost my first 3 attempts to the Gambler once, and the Judo Boy twice. I think it's best we only take a look at the last battle because it's way harder than the other 7 battles. Millcool Trainer has a Mew, both rounds, and he always picks it. The rest of his team is very busted, and most of the rental Pokemon can't even 1v1 the Mew alone. Chansey is the best solution with Seismic Toss and Rest, but if Exeggutor explodes turn 1 or Rhydon decides to Earthquake turn 1, beating the Mew becomes a chore. In this attempt, Exeggutor was the lead, and luckily he switches out to Mew while I get off a Seismic Toss. Mew also Thunder Waves my Chansey, so if I get fully paralyzed at any point, Mew can Soft Boiled. Thankfully, despite getting Special Draw twice from Psychic, Chansey beats the Mew without getting paralyzed. Once Exeggutor beats my Chansey, it actually explodes on my Jolteon, turning the fight into a 1v1. His last Pokemon is Starmie, which my Exeggutor can beat, but not likely. I start off with Sleep Powder while Starmie Ice Beams, but I missed the Sleep Powder. I land the second one after taking another Ice Beam, and luck turns to my side because Starmie manages to stay asleep for the next 3 turns. Exeggutor's 2-turn Solar Beam and Stomp KO the Starmie, beating the trainer first try and receiving our 4th and final trophy from Prime Cup. Only 4 attempts total. Not bad. Poké Cup is the last cup I tackled, with another 4 difficulties to beat. The level limit for this cup is level 50 to 55, and the combination level limit is 155, meaning if you bring a level 55 Pokemon, the other 2 must be level 50. I can only imagine someone trying to bring their precious Dragonite only for them to realize that if they do, they must bring 2 other level 50 Pokemon and not the precious level 55 Tauros. Anyways, all rentals here are level 50, but these are by far the best rentals in the cups. Jolteon and Zapdos both get Thunderbolt, while Zapdos gets Thunder Wave. Articuno is substituted in Ice Beam, Starmie gets Surf, but sadly still Thunder, and Persian gets Slash. For this cup, I bring Graveler, Rhyhorn, Starmie, Jolteon, Articuno, and Zapdos. That being said, these fights are still difficult. I lost my first attempt to Biker, who is only Trainer 2. The other difficult trainers are Old Man, Beauty, and Psychic. Old Man has a level 55 Dragonite and a level 55 Snorlax, both of which are best countered by Articuno, and the battle will most likely require a critical hit or freeze on Snorlax if he picks it along with his Articuno. He's very unpredictable basically, but thankfully I didn't restart the tournament because of him. Beauty is just a guessing game of if her team will be all water types, all ground types, or a mix. It basically relies on Starmie getting a critical hit or not missing Thunder against the water types, since it's the only Pokemon that can theoretically counter both types. I lost my second attempt to her. The Psychic is just casually using the 6 strongest Psychic types. It's very special. Get it? Psychic is special in Gen 1? And his team is all Psychic types? Do you get the joke? Do you get the freaking joke? This battle gave me some of the best luck I could have asked for too. The Psychic leads off with Alakazam while I lead Zapdos, and knowing that it always reflects turn 1, I can paralyze it with Thunder Wave. Next turn, I get a crit while Alakazam gets off a Psychic with no crit or special drop. Sadly, Psychic swaps into Exeggutor, but I have Articuno for this reason. Articuno eats the Psychic no problem to switch, and I get another critical hit this battle with Ice Beam, 1-hit KOing the Exeggutor. Hypno comes out and doesn't KO my Articuno with Psychic while I get off some chip damage with Ice Beam. After Articuno gets KO'd, Zapdos does the pro gamer move and gets a paralysis from Thunderbolt to Hypno, and a full paralysis that same turn. 2 Thunderbolts and no crits from the Hypno means we have a guaranteed win since Alakazam was weakened when Jolteon and stole in the back to finish off the Alakazam. I managed to beat the final trainer in my first try again, getting us the final trophy of Poké Cup with only 3 attempts as well. With all the cups done, all I have left is to beat the entire Gym Leader Castle. Surely it won't be hard, right? Oh, Ludo, you're too good at this. The Gym Leader Castle is all 8 gyms with 3 regular trainers and the Gym Leader after all 3 trainers have been defeated. Some differences from this to the cups are that 1. You do not get continues from beating the trainers, so you basically have to beat all 4 trainers in a row. 2. You have to beat the gyms in order, so you have to beat Brock in order to move on to Misty, you have to beat Misty to move on to Surge, etc. And 3. While there is a level cap of 1 to 100, your opponents will be at least level 50, and if you have a Pokemon higher than 50, all their Pokemon will be equal to that of your highest level Pokemon. So if you brought a team of 5 level 50s and 1 level 55, aka your Precious Dragonite, their Pokemon will all be level 55. Each gym also gets progressively harder, like in the main games. Once you beat the final gym, you unlock the chance to battle Elite Four and Rival. The rentals in this mode are all level 50, and they are all the same through the gyms in Elite Four. The gym leaders do have some odd teams, but that's also because not all their Pokemon are the types that they specialize. The reason is because that would make them too easy to beat, even with rentals. For example, Misty has a Duck Trio to counter any electric types and Exeggutor to counter most grass types. The gym leaders also always carry one same Pokemon each battle. For example, Brock always brings Onix, Misty always brings Starmie, Erica always brings Vileplume, etc. I don't know how to feel about Blaine's ace being Charizard, since in the mainline games his ace is Arcanine. I do, however, appreciate Giovanni having Persian as his ace. For the most part, these gyms weren't too difficult, so I'm just going to be brief with how I did against them. Brock is easy. Starmie uses Thunder on the Omastar and Bumblebean's Ninetales and Onix. Misty required a bit of Thunder luck from Jolteon's Starmie, and Articuno beat Exeggutor. Sadly took 2 attempts, but not too bad I guess. Lieutenant Surge gave me the most problems, simply because of how unlucky I got from Paralysis. First attempt, I could have won, but I didn't know if his last Pokemon was Tangela, which Golem or Dugtrio can't really beat, so I still needed Articuno alive. Dugtrio getting paralyzed was a loss because Raichu has Surf and KO the rest of my team. Second attempt, he switches from Raichu to Tangela while I use Dig, making Dugtrio take a lot of damage. But that wasn't the end of Tangela. Articuno doesn't KO it, and Tangela gets a paralysis from Body Slam. It then starts using Bind while I have to switch out constantly until it misses Bind and Articuno gets through paralysis in the same turn. I go back to Dugtrio knowing Raichu Thunderbolts my Articuno, but since we didn't get a crit with Dig, we were likely going to lose. Articuno lives a Thunderbolt and gets off an Ice Beam, but the last Pokemon turns out to be Lickitung, who beats Articuno and Golem. Attempt 3, I learned my lesson by switching out Dugtrio to Articuno turn 1, and Tangela once again gets Body Slam paralysis on my Articuno, doing the same bind cycle until I hit an Ice Beam. Knowing he might surf with Raichu, I stayed in with Articuno and let it try to get one more hit, but it got paralyzed and died the next turn. Dugtrio gets off a Dig, but Raichu crits with Surf, making it a guaranteed loss. Fourth attempt was the same setup as attempt 3, but this time Articuno gets off an Ice Beam before dying, and the last Pokemon is Electrode, making it a guaranteed win. Erica was a joke with Moltres Fire Blast, simple as that. Koga, I did get some luck by dodging some Fire Blast from Weezing, but Moltres and Nido can clean them up. Sabrina could have been a challenge for me, but with a freeze on Mr. Mime, the game was over. Pinsir weakened the Snorlax, and when Alakazam came out, Kadabra would Thunder Wave it while I went for a Reflect. With a bit of Seismic Toss and Recover strats, we beat Sabrina with no difficulties. Blaine was rough to get to because the trainer before him is a Psychic, but in the first attempt we lost because Jolteon missed Toxic and Thunder on Parasect and Charizard respectively. Second attempt, we do the same Cloyster Explosion into Jolteon trade on Chansey, but Charizard comes out next. Jolteon gets the paralysis off Thunder, Charizard gets fully paralyzed the same turn, and Jolteon lands a second Thunder. While it does miss a Thunder when Rapidash comes out last, it gets off a crit next turn, making it a guaranteed win and beating Blaine. Giovanni, who is misspelled to be Giovanni because of the 7 character limit, heavily varies in difficulty, but we got possibly the best outcome. Giovanni leading with Persian means I get to go to Gengar. I'm not 100% immune since the Persian has Thunderbolt, but we also have Thunderbolt and the Persian always uses Screech on Gengar first chance it gets. Giovanni's Gengar comes out next, and knowing that as Explosion, we wanted to use that on our Gengar, so we go into Starmie to eat the Nightshade, and then force it to go Boom on our Gengar. Nidoqueen being last means it's a guaranteed win with Starmie and Articuno in the back, but Gengar finishes her off with no problems. With Giovanni defeated, the Elite Four is all that remains, and let me just say, this might just be the hardest Elite Four in any Pokemon game out there. Going into it, I thought it wouldn't be too bad. I expected a few losses and some real bad luck, but I didn't think it would take as long as some of the cups took. This, however, was something that I was not ready for, and it would end up being the longest section of the game I had to do. This Elite Four, was the most stressful Elite Four I have ever gone through in any Pokemon game. You know how the entire point of the Elite Four is that they are the 4 strongest trainers in all of Kanto, and if you lose to them, you have to start all over again? Well, in the mainline games, you can just save in between each Elite Four with no problems whatsoever. In Pokemon Stadium, however, you cannot save at any point, meaning you have to fight and beat all Elite Four members without losing, or you'll be restarting to the beginning of the Elite Four, like it was intended to be. You also have to fight the rival after beating Lance immediately after him, and if you lose the rival, you have to start the beginning as well. The Elite Four also has some good teams with the coverage they need to destroy you. It truly is the ultimate test of the game and its evil unpredictable luck. This Elite Four took me at least 9 hours total, 35 attempts, and 2 different streams to become champion of the Gym Leader Castle. So let's get into how I did it. Because this Elite Four caused so much pain towards me, I'm going to be covering what team and strategies I used to beat this league. So with rentals, I actually only needed 5 Pokemon to beat this league. The first Pokemon was Kadabra, which has the same moves I mentioned earlier in the video. It really is one of the best rental Pokemon in the game, and it is our only Thunder Wave Pokemon in our team, which will have quite a few good uses. The next Pokemon we need is Golem. This Golem is actually not a good Golem at all, and compared to Graveler, Graveler has Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Self-Destruct, like in the Cups. Graveler is basically the superior choice for the most part. However, the reason we take Golem over Graveler despite those awful moves is because of Dig. In Generation 1, Dig is 100 power, which is the same as Earthquake. The key to Dig is that there are 2 Pokemon in the league that are faster and will always attack Golem with Dig, so if we use Dig on the same turn they use it, we will always get off our Dig, and we won't take damage. Self-Destruct also has its uses, while Rock Throw and Mega Punch will almost never get used. Pokemon number 3 is Jolteon, who will be known as the Blind Hero because of how often it misses Thunder in this game from Prime Cup to here. Jolteon's 130 base speed and 110 special makes it one of the best rentals in the game stat-wise, but also one of the riskiest rentals to use. Its moveset is actually not bad, except that our strongest move is Thunder, and we have to rely on it a lot just to beat this league. Most of the luck will come down to this move, along with the occasional Pin Missile and Toxic to hit, and if it misses at any point, it brings Disastrous upon our run. Number 4 is Articuno, who is the most consistent Pokemon of our team. Ice Beam is going to be our main offensive move against the pesky Grass and Ground types, while the other moves almost never get used. If it fights a Water or Ice type at any point, it is doomed to die. And the last mandatory Pokemon will be Zapdos, who has to rely on landing Thunder. While Zapdos is slower than Jolteon at base 100 speed, it makes up for that with extra power 125 special and the move Substitute, which has quite a good amount of use in this league. Zapdos is also terrible for finishing off a weakened opponent, as it only has Thunder and Sky Attack for attacking moves, but it will get the job done. Since the last Pokemon could be anything I want, I decided to be funny and pick Magikarp for moral support. After all, what's a team without a cheerleader? I will also mention that at one point the Elite Four got so bad that it started using Jinx strats to get through the first few fights on attempts 12 through 21. Jinx is a solid rental Pokemon with Lovely Kiss, Psychic, and Ice Punch, but it doesn't really help a lot when I know my team of 5 can win already. After attempt 21, I ditched Jinx and got Magikarp back for the memes. With the team built, we are now ready for the Elite Four. The first member is Lorelei, who specializes in Ice types, yet only has 2 Ice types. For this battle, I always pick Jolteon, Zapdos, and Articuno. Her team isn't too hard to handle since most of her Pokemon are weak to Thunder and Jolteon outspeeds all but Starmie, whose speed ties. However, if you miss Thunder a lot or Articuno gets special drop from Exeggutor Psychic, things can get difficult. If you lose, it's not that big of a deal. She's the first of the Elite Four members. You can constantly lose and it's not that big of a deal. Out of all my 35 attempts, only 10 of them lost to Lorelei.
Sparks are flying in this heated match.
Come on, Zapdos, crit Thunder. You're literally our only hope. 3 misses in a row. What a terrible Lorelei. Whatever, man. There are reasons to run Ice Shard over Razor Shell, but then you just can't really hurt Ferrothorn. Jolteon, you have not hit Thunder at all against Lorelei. And because of your actions, we lose.
That's a good hit.
One of the first trainers, so it's not that big of a deal. But, you know, I'd like to move on and not waste my chat's time with this. But, you know, you want to do that, that's fine. We lose now. That's the stuff that ticks me off, because I knew she had those two in the back.
Oops, that's a miss. Ice beam. Next the weak.
All right, we got a freeze or we lose this one.
Wow. Going down.
A freeze or we lose.
There's only one Pokemon left.
Oh wait, no, we're poisoned. Yeah, it's a loss.
What's this?
Oh my goodness! Zapdos just crit already.
Thunder. Perfect
Nope.
hit. Sparks are flying.
Yeah, I'm out of here, dude.
Flying.
And you know, because Zapdos has no good moves,
They strike
as the
twice.
worst with Flash instead, we have to use Thunder.
Oh, it is! Blizzard! Oh, it's frozen solid! It's frozen rock solid! Nice. The Pokemon
You're going back to Wigglytuff, aren't you? Are you going back into Wigglytuff?
Oh,
Of
it's
course you
Wigglytuff.
are. You're wasting my time, Lorelei, with this useless team you got. I'm losing it right now. Like, I'm not only just...
Missed the target.
You know what? No, screw it. I'm gonna restart again.
What'll it do?
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just
Special attack.
irritated right now. I have to keep going. I have to.
What's this? That was weak. Neither one is conceding an inch. There it goes. Perfect aim.
Oh, and the special drop means I'm dead to that too.
Down and out.
Cool. I didn't want to win anyway. Who cares? Zapdos was supposed to win that 1v1, but you know, a special drop into Blizzard hit, yeah. I mean, why would I ever win that? It's over, by the way.
There's only one Pokemon down to the one. Ah! Oh, it's frozen solid.
No, I don't get freeze. You do.
It's frozen rock solid. How will this freeze affect?
I literally just got reverse swept by a Starmie. Jolteon can't hit Thunder. Zapdos gets frozen. Articuno can't freeze at all. Like, this is so stupid.
The next member is Bruno, who specializes in fighting types. Wait! We don't talk about Bruno. Oh well, guess we have to now. His team is also not too hard to beat, as Kadabra can handle most of these Pokemon like Muck, Hitmonlee, and Rhydon, with Jolteon Articuno as backup. Missing Thunders, Clefable getting Body Slam Paralysis, or Bruno's Pokemon getting many crits is the only way you can lose this. But otherwise, it's not too hard. Only 6 of my attempts lost to Bruno.
One Pokemon
We have to crit Thunder.
now.
Crit Thunder or we lose because of this Earthquake.
Down to the one.
Nope.
That is hit.
Yeah, I don't think I'll live in an Earthquake from Machamp.
That's the weak spot.
I don't think I'll live that. Yeah.
Gone. It's a
That was unfortunate.
wonder.
Crit.
The battle
You
is
have to
coming
crit.
right down
Now.
to the one.
Or we lose.
There's the attack.
Nope. That's a loss.
Sludge attack.
Unbelievable, dude. I got stupid unlucky there. That was an easy win, except for the fact that Jolteon just said, oh, I don't think I want to land Thunder today.
The combatants are making sparks fly. There's the attack.
Nope.
That is hit.
That's not going to get done. Dodge or jump kick.
Savage attack.
Nope. Of course you crit now. See? Like, what am I supposed to do? Get this range. It's a almost 80% chance. Get it. Or crit. Get this roll. Get this roll. Get this roll. Unbelievable! Miss.
Awesome mega.
Nope.
A
That is
savage
so
hit.
dumb. Bro, come on. That is not how you want to start this game.
Both combatants are down
That's a
to the
loss.
last
Unless Hitmonlee throws or something, which... Chat, let's be honest, he's not gonna throw. Lunatic with a tier 1 for 7 months. Hi, Lunatic, chat, how you doing? I'm doing well, except for the fact that I'm about to lose right here because Hitmonlee is faster, and... Miss! Miss! Nope. That is so dumb. Jolteon misses Thunder, Kadabra misses the range. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, except pray. I don't think it will. Clefable's pretty bulky. And yeah, let's go, Jolteon. Let's go. Good work, Jolteon! That's a loss. Thanks to you, it's always Jolteon. It's always Jolteon. There we go. Alright, get the range, and we win. If only this was Psychic Kadabra, that would be the easiest win of my life. Get the range, 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 get the range. Of course you didn't get the range. Dodge. Alright, we should live that though. Oh no! Of course we don't live a Mega Kick. Never mind, we lose. Thank you so much, Kadabra. Thanks to you, of all people. You're like the last Pokemon who would actually make me lose.
But those were the easy fights. Agatha, the Ghost type specialist, is where things get stupidly hard. While Kadabra can be some of these Pokemon like Venusaur, Arbok, and Gengar, the other three are going to rely on Thunder Wave Paralysis luck and no critical hits from her Pokemon at all. The Alakazam and Jinx especially are really tough Pokemon to beat, as Alakazam can Thunder Wave and Jinx can Lovely Kiss. Jolteon is there for the Gyarados and acts as a backup against Venusaur, and Golem fights the Arbok and Gengar while exploding on Alakazam if needed. The reason this fight is difficult is because Agatha is very unpredictable. She can switch at any moment, whether it's for a smart reason like Alakazam resisting Kadabra Psybeam, or Agatha simply not switching and letting one of her Pokemon die before sending out Alakazam or Jinx because... Overall, this fight is just a mess to deal with. 8 of my attempts were lost to her.
We're losing this one, by the way. It's over. This won't kill, but, like... I just won't kill it back, and Alakazam and Venusaur will just kill me. I get 2 crits in a row! Why, Jolteon? It's over. Okay? We have to crit! Or paralyze. Or both, really. Yeah, we have to crit everything now. We have to crit. We have to crit. Nope, not good enough. We lose. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Bro, come on! Of course I get crit! Of course! Instant loss. Golem is not living that. Unbelievable, dude. I had a chance to win, but of course... Bro, why does he pick this thing all the time? That's instant loss. Golem just dies to Blizzard. Now's not the time! Be a hero! Golem, be a hero! The hero we need! Exactly, that's why I'm not going for a rock throw. Unbelievable, we lose. That's it. Back to the beginning, all because Jolteon could not hit a Thunder. Every time, Jolteon has gotten us a loss. Every single time. It's always Jolteon's fault.
The battle is coming right down to the one.
Jinx, I swear to Arceus! Jinx! See, chat, this is why I don't bring Jinx ever to this. This is why I don't bring Jinx to this battle.
What's this?
Unbelievable! That's it, we lose. We lose. Double crit! Unbelievable, dude. This is why you don't bring Jinx. This is why you don't bring Jinx. I have to use Lovely Kiss. I have to.
What's that?
Look at that! Look at that! Like... And then watch this. She's gonna land it, of course. Why on earth would I land Lovely Kiss? Like, what is this? Like, this is so rigged. Yeah, and then of course I'm never gonna wake up, and you're gonna use double edge. I'm dead now.
Vigorous attack. Harsh blow.
You better freaking switch out or something, man.
Flying in this heated match.
Switch out. I don't know, man. Switch out. No, of course you're never. That was a speed tie as well. I could have won that, but no, I missed.
Oh,
She never misses.
there's only one Pokemon left in
Wait a minute. You have no. It doesn't matter. I still lose. I still lose. But you know why? Because Golem is slow.
It's one Pokemon against two.
That's it. I'm done. I'm actually done.
Aside now.
We need a
The
paralysis.
battle is coming right down to the wire. What's next?
That's just not gonna get it done at all. I'm dead to that. Oh, we lived. But yeah, it's not gonna get done. We needed a paralysis. That's a loss. Okay, you still have a chance. Jolteon, we need you to crit. 5-hit crit. I don't know, something, man. Please.
What now?
Buddy, that is nothing! Jolteon, what are you doing? It's always Jolteon. Like, I know I keep saying this over and over again, but it just annoys me how much Jolteon is just not doing enough. And then you guys are just like, oh, Jolteon's just being so funny, wins when it wants to. But like, I want to win already.
One Pokemon aside.
How is this such a hard thing to ask for? It's only 2 to 5 hits. Why do you hit 2 in a row? I'm dead at this, by the way. This is Mega Drain. That's why I should have just sacked it.
The battle is coming right down to
Can you just Solar Beam? Nope.
There it goes.
If it didn't have it and instead had freaking Solar Beam only, I would have won, actually. It's crazy how that works, but, you know, the AI is actually smarter than that.
And finally, Lance, the Dragon Master. Obviously, he's going to have Dragon on his team, as it is the only Dragon-type family in the game. And it has the highest attack stat in the game, too. I mean, it would be really stupid if he didn't have Dragon... What is his team? No, seriously. What is this actual team? Like, you are the Dragon-type specialist, and you don't have the only Dragon-type in the game? This might just be the most BS Dragon team I've ever seen. I get that the whole point about this game's gym leaders is that they must have other types to make themselves difficult, but at least every other gym leader and even the other 3 Elite Four members have at least one Pokemon of their specialized type. Lance not having Dragonite as the Dragon-type specialist is an actual dumb move. I can understand Charizard, obviously. Snorlax is one of the strongest Pokemon in Kanto. Lapras gives off some dragon-like energy. And I guess Arcanine counters the ice types that you may have brought against this Dragon-type specialist. But the other 2 don't make any sense! What, you expect me to believe Electabuzz is a dragon? Yeah, I'm not buying this team at all. Regardless, this fight is also really hard, as it is the last Elite Four battle and you know you don't want to lose. It also requires a lot of specific things to happen to win. Whenever I battled him, he always led with Snorlax, which is good. All Jolteon has to do is land Toxic turn 1 while Snorlax uses Amnesia, then switch to Zapdos and hope Snorlax stays in and uses Earthquake. If that happens, Zapdos can get off a substitute and Snorlax will either switch out some other Pokemon or it will self-destruct, which is the best case scenario. If he does switch out, Prairie's an easy Pokemon to beat like Electabuzz or Arcanine, both of which Golem could potentially beat with Dig. Charizard is arranged to one-hit KO with Zapdos Thunder, and Kangaskhan and Lapras require at least 2 Thunder hits from either Zapdos or Jolteon. If you really get bad Thunder RNG or if Jolteon misses Toxic, it is very likely a loss. Electabuzz can also sometimes use Psychic on Golem switch-in, and that can cause a loss too. Really, just pray for Arcanine and Electabuzz, as Arcanine always uses Dig on Golem and Electabuzz can only Psychic or Psychic Toss. I lost to Lance 7 times total.
Oh, it's Golem.
Electabuzz or Arcanine. Well, that's a loss. You guys want to know why it's a loss? Take a guess. Take a wild guess why this is a loss.
The battle is coming right down to the
Yeah, I
wire.
lose. Like, I needed to switch Golem. I didn't know he'd go for... Yeah, but also... Yeah, thank you, Chad, so much. But also, If you guess this thing at Surf, you are correct. And it's a rage to kill me from here too. But you know, it's still just an instant loss.
Different type.
Well, Zapdos, you're either critting here or it's a loss. Because I'm pretty sure we get to a KO'd. And paralyzed. Zapdos. Zapdos, crit now. Nope, not gonna get it done, buddy. Not gonna get it done. Jolteon needed to land Thunder there. Miss. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. I lose again because freaking Jolteon messes everything up.
What's this?
That's it. We lose. That's it. Yeah, we lose. Unbelievable. Brother, like, what am I supposed to do?
There's only one
That's it. We lose.
left in reserve. There's nothing left in reserve. It's one Pokemon against two now. The 10th battle continues.
That's it. Yeah, it's over. We can't paralyze. We can just Toxic, I guess, and force Charizard out. I don't know.
What now? The poison will slowly sap the strength.
We had a really good chance of winning that too. But of course, Zapdos and Jolteon both can't put their brains together to land Thunder at all.
What a furious battle. What's next? Boom! It's paralyzed on the spot.
I'm just gonna do my best. It's gonna be a loss regardless. Oh, wonderful! Now you go to Charizard, knowing the fact that paralyzed. Screw this game, man. But we just get to a kill by Earthquake. No.
There it goes. That's the weak spot.
Oh well, we don't die, but we're actually gonna be using Rock Throw gambling. Yeah, look at this great move. 65 accuracy, by the way. Like, what were they thinking with this?
There's the attack. Wow, that's an effective hit.
This is so dumb. Like, Jolteon just loves to throw. That's not gonna kill, buddy. That's not gonna kill. Yeah. I could have won if I actually hit Rock Throw. That is so dumb. Jolteon, crit this thing. Just crit it. Oh no, you're going Snorlax. You're too scared to fight my Jolteon. Of course you are.
Oh, it's poison.
I'm losing it, chat. I'm losing it. Like, this should not be taking 7 hours. I'm just getting the absolute worst cases scenario.
How will the SWAT Pokemon fight?
Jolteon, crit the Snorlax and crit the Charizard. If you want to win and be a hero, crit both of them. Amnesia, amnesia. Nope. And it with a bang. I'm dead of that. I have to go into Jolteon now and take an Earthquake. I'm not dead to it, actually. I don't think anyway. They don't have an ace. This is why I need a Zapdos. Oh! We're going back to Lorelei, everybody! That's a loss.
Taken down with one hit. There's only one Pokemon left in reserve.
You can't trust Jolteon to do anything!
We're down to the last Pokemon. It's one Pokemon against two now. The 10th battle continues.
Like, I literally had to guess if it was Charizard or Arcanine. What am I supposed to do about that?
Perfect game.
I can live that, but it doesn't matter, really. Of course I miss. Just a rock. I'm out of here, dude. I literally have to if I'm gonna win this.
There it goes.
Oh,
Target.
come on!
How's that? Whoa, looks like a
This game is just never going to let me win. It's only 5 battles I have to win in a row.
We're down to the last Pokemon.
Body slam. Watch it use surf now. Ready? Watch this. Watch this. He's gonna go for surf now. Oh no, ice beam good enough, whatever. Now he's ice beam. You see how rigged this game is? They know what they're gonna when they're gonna switch out. Oh, rock type, let's use body slam. You know, what are the odds they'll switch out?
With Lance defeated, I finally make my way to the rival, aka the champion in the mainline games. His team actually varies depending on what you bring to Elite 4. If you bring a team from red, green, blue, or yellow, and the team has a starter you chose from that game, then he'll have a team accurate to the main game. So for example, if you choose Squirtle in blue, he'll have Venusaur and his other normal Pokemon, except for some reason, he switches Rhydon and Pidgeot for Magneton and Dodrio, respectively. But that's not relevant here because we're using rentals. If you bring a rental team, he'll have this random team right here. This team is actually the exact same team from round 1 rival battle, except now they have better moves and of course, stronger stats. While this fight is way easier than Lance and Agatha, this fight is still very stressful in that if you lose, you have to do all of the Elite 4 again. I originally went with Jolteon as my lead for this battle, as it can beat Slowbro and do something against Exeggutor, but after losing to him the first time, I decided to start using Zapdos as it can block Thunder away from Clefable with Substitute. Zapdos also beats Slowbro and Pinsir too. Articuno is there for Exeggutor, but if it gets Special Drop from Psychic, it's very likely a loss, as Golem can't beat it and Zapdos likely needs to use Sky Attack. Golem is also here to once again beat Electabuzz, and Ninetales always uses Dig on Golem, so that should be a guaranteed win for Golem there. If Electabuzz randomly uses Psychic on the Golem switch in, like it did in one of my attempts, it has to not crit or Special Drop or it's a loss. With really bad luck, I lost to the rival 3 times.
We need Thunder Paralysis. If there's any time in the world you need Paralysis, Jolteon, it has to be here. Now or never. Or it gets Quick Attack. I don't know if it has Quick Attack anyway. Paralyzed Thunder. Critical hit. That is actually a clutch crit, but nope. Not enough. Nope. You got the range.
We're down to 1 Pokemon aside.
I don't know, use Dig. Use Dig, I don't know. He's not dumb, that's the thing. He's not dumb. He's not dumb enough to go for Dig. He wouldn't. Wait! What? Hold on! If we crit, we win! If we crit, we win! Please, Golem! Please! For once in your life, if there's any time to get a crit, pray, chat! Pray! Pray with me! Please, Golem! Please do it for me! Please, Golem! Please! Come on! For once! For once! Please!
With that attack. There it goes!
Nope.
That's an effective hit.
Nope.
Oh,
We could've! But nope. I am asking for one thing only. Please. Give me a chance, please. Ugh. Critical hit. I'm living that. But only 1 shot left. Please. We needed a crit there. Nope. Throw. I don't know, dude. Just throw, please. No, it's over. It's over. I'm not living a +2.
But with 34 failed attempts in, there was bound to be a successful attempt soon, and that attempt turned out to be the next one. Here is attempt 35, aka the winning run. Here's how it all happened.
Like, it's literally just 5 battles! All it takes is just some thunder hits! And yet none of you can land thunder. None of you! You know Exeggutor? You wanna go Exeggutor? Come on, you won't. I dare you! Of course! Why didn't I go Pin Missile again? I don't even know, man. How am I this unlucky, dude? Like, I've seen Worcester do this before. It literally took him like 2 or 3 hours. Agatha was a pain, but like, he didn't have this bad luck. That's not gonna kill, buddy. At least technically we have one left to go because Zagator's gonna die here and Wigglytuff's dead about the moment it comes out. So let's hope it's Jolt. Let's go. It's Cloyster. Okay. No, fine, fine. You wanna play like that? I promise you guys I won't start streaming until I finish this. And I don't know if I can keep that up actually. Because I just, like I said, I do have dinner plans, I noticed.
Double kick. Perfect game. Oh, is it down and out? The next adversary is Bruno. He is one rugged opponent. What's that?
Okay, there's the crit. No, the moment it's after
Oh, it's Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee, that's perfectly fine. We can literally kill it for free here. Even if we don't kill it, Jolteon kills it. But how about you get the range to make me happy? Cool.
Oh, it's Lefatus.
So now we Seismic Toss.
Become one-sided.
Let Kadabra die. And then Articuno finishes it off.
A decent hit. What will it do? That's a good hit.
If these were guaranteed wins, like 100% win rates, like Pika Cup, there's a trainer, like the first trainer is an easy guaranteed win. Like if there was a guaranteed win on the first two, I at least wouldn't be complaining because then I could just easily win. But then, you know, it's like, I know these are easy, but you can still lose these fights.
Next up, Agatha, another daunting foe. What strategy will work against this wily lady?
Venusaur, I can beat it, but it's not guaranteed, obviously.
Savage attack.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Arbok, that's a free if I can just crit it. Nope. Okay, now we have to rely on Jolteon to kill this thing. Thank you. Gyarados. Yeah, it's Gengar. Okay. Gengar is actually fine, I think. Bide. Cool. Alright. There's the issue right there. I probably threw right there, honestly. I should have gone to Golem. I was worried for no reason. Okay. Alright, cool. We win. Awesome. Another chance at Lance.
We're coming down to the end.
Alright, Lance, once again, for all you lurkers. We're at Lance again. Because I don't know why you don't lead off with anything else but Snorlax.
Oh, toxic! The poison will slowly sap the strength. It pumped up its special rating.
It's just like, you know, I'm nervous significantly.
The other trainer.
Oh no.
Pokemon.
To who?
Oh, it's Arcanine.
This is fine, right?
Oh, it's Golem.
Flamethrower once again. Not Dragon Rage. I wanted you to go Dragon Rage. Come on! It's only a 10%! Come on!
There's the attack.
Oh, cool crit! Except that's not gonna kill still. Oh, it killed. Okay, cool. Never mind.
Oh, it's Kangaskhan.
Surely you'll go for Surf, right?
The Pokemon.
It's just very unlikely I win from that with Golem, but it's not the biggest loss yet. There you go. I'm using my words correctly.
A decent.
Holy cow! That is actually a clutch move!
Earthquake. No.
Is that a range to kill me, by the way? Oh, it killed me. Okay, hear me out. I'm gonna use Substitute. I'm gonna use Substitute and pray for a paralysis. Nope.
What's this?
The actual issue is, even though Snorlax is last, we're probably gonna lose still.
Fury.
We need you to get paralyzed if we want a really good chance to win this. No, you never get paralyzed. Why?
What will it do?
Get paralyzed.
It created a substitute.
There you go.
paralyzed on the spot.
We're actually probably gonna lose here.
The remaining
That's the
Pokemon
sad reality. We're actually gonna lose here. We need a
Chess
crit.
battle continues.
We need crits. We need as many crits as we can.
Oh,
Well, a miss is just not a good start in the beginning. Yeah, that's probably a loss. That is so dumb, dude. Oh no, you get a crit though.
disappear.
I'm gonna go for a substitute again.
It created a substitute.
1 HP barely. Phew.
Savage attack. The substitute was used up. This, how's that? Hit
Crit! Kill, 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 kill. Yes!
Oh, is it
Thank you,
down now?
Zapdos! Okay! Rival time again! Attempt number 4 on the rival. I have lost track at this rate.
This is truly it. The final battle against the rival. This is the final.
Exeggutor! Bro, what do I do about Exeggutor? What do I do about Exeggutor? What do I do about Exeggutor? You know what? I'm gonna go substitute. I'm going substitute. Please use Toxic or... Thank you, okay. I'm going for Sky Attack now. I scared the Exeggutor off with this. Okay. Thank goodness I went for Toxic. Now Psychic, obviously. It's gonna break my sub. Kill. It won't kill, dude. It's Exeggutor.
What's this? There, it's a hit.
I'm gonna save Zapdos, actually, and go Articuno.
What's that?
Okay, nothing happened. Perfect. Oh, now you chose to get a crit. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable.
Oh, it's
Okay. Going to 1v1 this.
What'll it do? That was
Oh, look at that. No burn.
how will the
Golem isn't going to get a chance to boom, probably. Unless it's Pinsir.
savage attack.
Oh, thank you for the crit. If only that happened at the beginning of the... Chill out, Ludo. Please chill out. This is not the time. One more left. 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 Clefable.
Oh, it's Clefable.
So now it's going to come in a blizzard, and the obvious play is to use self-destruct. And we're going to die. Yeah, we're going to die automatically to blizzard. So, dodge. Dodge plays to get a guaranteed win.
Blizzard.
Nope.
Perfect
Okay.
game. Are making sparks fly. What's that? Hit the-
Critical hit! Okay. So we're out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet.
Hit you, Thunder Wave. Oops, it's
We're not out of the woods yet. We're not out of the woods yet.
Neither one is conceding an inch. What'll it do? Smack the weak spot.
Yes! We did it!
There it goes.
Finally!
Oh,
Wait, that kills, right? Yes! Finally!
down.
9 hours!
Congratulations!
Finally!
Gym Leader Castle!
We did it! Oh, we did it! What a clutch crit by Articuno! Alright, Articuno, you are the real hero we needed! Finally! This is the music I want to hear! Woo!
And there we have it. After 35 attempts, 9 hours into the Elite Four, and 2 different days of streaming, the Gym Leader Castle has been conquered by me. With our team of 5 gamers and a Magikarp, we have successfully beaten all of Round 2. But wait! There's still a third thing left to do in Round 2. After beating all the Cups and Gym Leader Castle, we have to battle Mewtwo now. Sounds really hard, right? I mean, it's only the strongest Pokemon in Pokemon history, with a base stat total of 590, broken psychic typing, amnesia to double its special stat, an unmatched move pool, and none of the rental Pokemon, even Electrode, outspeed this Mewtwo. Surely it's the hardest battle in the game, right? Man, I got you, didn't I? This Mewtwo battle is a joke. It's a 6v1, and you can use the rentals from Prime Cup here. All I had to do was Thunder Wave Mewtwo with Abra, then switch to Rhydon, and then Fissure it. That's how you beat Mewtwo. With that done, now round 2 is complete. And all of Pokemon Stadium as well. Overall, it was fun to replay my first ever Pokemon game. It was one I could never beat growing up, but I was always determined to beat at some point in my life. Knowing later on that this game was way more difficult than I ever thought pushed me even further to try to beat it. Without this game, I don't think I would have ever gone into Pokemon at all. Pokemon Stadium will always hold a special place in my heart for doing this. I can also never forget the memories of playing the minigames or learning more and more about these Pokemon. Do I recommend you play this game with rentals? Absolutely not. The whole point of this game is to bring your own RBY teams to a 3D Pokemon game, and by doing so, the game becomes even more fun. Battles become less RNG dependent with your own Pokemon with stronger stats and better movesets than the rentals, and it's a great way to test how good your RBY team is in general. I only did it with rentals because A, I don't have the transfer pack or an RBY game, and B, I wanted to beat the game the way I played it growing up, with rentals only. I would only recommend this challenge if you really want to test your luck with this game or if you really like Gen 1 battling. I want to thank you, the viewer, for watching this video, and if you liked it, please consider dropping a like, a sub, and a nice comment as well. All of which don't cost anything too. Also, if you want to see all my Pokemon Stadium gameplay back in February and March, they are all in my channel on this playlist right here. In fact, I've been uploading all my Twitch VODs to this channel. If you want to see any of these playthroughs from Nuzlocke, I would appreciate it. I don't plan to make any of these into actual videos like these sadly, but I do want to make more videos in the future. This has been Ludicolo or Ludicolo15. I'll be seeing you guys later. Glad to be done with this Pokemon game. You know, I can't really imagine what my life would be without this Pokemon game. But I am finally done, and that's what matters. Ow. What the heck? Pokemon Stadium 2? There's a sequel to this game? You know, I never really got to play this game growing up. So what if I give it a try? Well, round 1 was easy. There's a round 2 in this game as well. What if I got the idea to... yeah, like I'm gonna do that for a video. Unless...